Hey guys, it's me, Cassidy Quinn, and happy Mental Monday. Welcome to Mental Monday number 2. It is January 13th, 14th, something. 2020, we are in a new year, and this year I have decided that I want to try going live every single Monday to just get our week started off together, talk about our brains, our mental health. Am I a therapist? Am I a licensed counselor? No, but do I have a brain? And do we all have some form of mental health, whether you are very mentally healthy or not very mentally healthy at all? You still have mental health. It's a thing we all have. Personally, I have anxiety and depression. It's a great time. Sometimes it's not a great time. But welcome to Mental Monday. Basically, I was on a podcast. This was inspired, and I explained this last week. So if you guys were here last week, slow down. Haven't even drank any coffee yet today. If you guys were here last week, you heard part of the inspiration for doing these Mental Mondays every single week was a lovely woman in Portland named Sheila Hamilton. She does a podcast called Beyond Well that is weekly, and I got to go on her podcast. She does it with 2 licensed therapists as well. So there's like the doctor perspective, Sheila's perspective on her brain, and she talked to me about my brain and my mental health journey. I almost said struggle. It's a journey. Some days are a struggle. Overall, it is a journey. Anyway, that podcast was recorded on a Monday morning at 10 a.m. and it started my week off on such a wonderful note because I just got to get out all the thoughts that were in my brain and actually have some healthy discussions and chats about what's going on for me and all of us. Oh, apparently, according to my phone, it's time to wake up. I've been awake for an entire hour and a half. So I figured we could just get our week started together, hang out together. If you've been on the internet and watching YouTube for a long time, you may know this shirt. It's an upside down smiley face. It says, I don't know, because it's from the lovely Grace Helbig, who I love. Wouldn't it be cool if someday we could like turn Mental Monday into a whole thing where I could interview people like Grace Helbig and it would be so awesome? So, okay, it's Monday. Let me try not to block the entire camera. Or knock down my phone. Eventually, new house. Yeah! Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Eventually, as I was saying, eventually I will finish moving into my house and Wi-Fi, and therefore I can live stream from my camera, my G7X Mark III, which one of the main reasons I bought that was so I could do live stream straight to YouTube. But for now, we're doing it from my phone. Hopefully, it looks okay and sounds okay. But so my phone alarm went off, said it was time to wake up, and now I'm trying to just hit the button to see your guys' comments. There we go. We want not just top chat, we want live chat. All messages are visible. So John says hi, Zach says hi, Tammy says hi, Scott says good morning. So here's what I want to talk about this week. We are now in about halfway through January almost, and so everyone is maybe doing super well at your New Year's resolutions, or maybe you've realized you tried to start too many New Year's resolutions and put too much on yourself, and you're overwhelmed and you're struggling. So if you guys feel like it, for anyone watching right now, or in the future after this is done being live, let me know in the comments below what your New Year's resolution has been, plural or singular, and how it's going so far. For me, I've kind of learned about myself over the years that I need to be less specific with my New Year's resolutions. I can be more general, like work out more, make more YouTube videos, sleep 8 hours a night when I can, instead of being so specific, like I need to work out 4 days a week, I need to make sure I only bring my lunch, or I bring my lunch 5 days a week, never buy lunch, always make dinner at home, I need to get 8 hours of sleep every single night, and I need to post 3 YouTube videos every single week, because that is an easy way to have my anxiety levels skyrocket, and that's not a great thing. And even if you're not someone who has like diagnosed anxiety, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, pretty sure we all have moments where we feel anxiety, where we feel anxious, and where things can stress us out. If you are a person who never gets stressed out, congratulations. Thank you for not being a human. There could be some aliens watching this. Okay, are any of you guys saying what your New Year's resolutions are? Maybe. Oh, Clearski the Creeper says Cassidy is super cool. Wow, New Year's resolution to be cool. Check that one off the list. As I sit here surrounded by my snowboard and a bunch of plants. Here's the things I care about. Also, a bunch of my family members are in the Christmas cards back there. When do you take down Christmas decorations? Because my little Norfolk Island pine that I made a video about setting up still has decorations on it. And like, you don't get rid of a Norfolk Island pine, you keep it year round. Do I decorate it with like Valentine's Day stuff? Yes, I think so. Stay tuned for that video. So this year, what I've been trying to do for my New Year's resolutions is just kind of like baby steps. So posting more YouTube content was one of my main goals, and posting YouTube content about mental health was also one of my main goals, because I realized that it was very therapeutic for me to start talking about and opening up about my own mental health on the internet, because then people on the internet and in my real actual life, like IRL, started opening up about it to me. Former bosses have sent me messages, current coworkers, friends from high school who apparently were on antidepressants, the same ones that I'm on now, 15 years later. They said when we were freshmen in high school, that's when they started taking it, and we never talked about it. And it's really great to just be able to talk about it, whether you have like deep hour-long conversations about it, or you're just like, hey, or not even pick up a phone, hey, text message, or like Instagram DM. I am going through that too. Hope you're having a great day. Let me know if you need anything. Woo! So that's one of my New Year's resolutions. New Year's intentions. That's what I keep hearing about, is using the word intention versus resolution. Because resolution, I don't know the exact definition, but it seems more like exact and strict than an intention, which is just to like be better at something. So intentions: sleep more, post more YouTube videos, some that are about mental health, and continue meditating. I'm trying this new thing, which you will see here on my channel soon, where I try something for a month. So I tried meditating every day in December. I'm trying to get 8 hours of sleep every day in January, and then hypothetically these things will keep like adding on to each other. Did my phone just move as it like vibrated for a second? Yep, that's cool. We're high tech here. But with the YouTube videos, what I had kind of told myself, even though I was saying out loud, and as I say it to you out loud here on the internet right now, that I'm being more general and not super specific, really my resolution was to have 2 videos a week. One, which would be Mental Mondays, which is live, which then therefore requires no editing, and then we just like talk. It's great. It's off the cuff. It's great, she says, not knowing if it's even entertaining at all. But then having a second video a week that was my normal stuff, like the edited content. I even woke up on New Year's Day and I vlogged. Tucker and I, we woke up very early after staying out late at night on New Year's. I might have mentioned this last week. And we went snowboarding at Brundage in McCall, Idaho. There was a foot of fresh snow. It was awesome, and I was motivated to get on my camera and do some vlogging. And that was January 1st, aka 2 weeks ago. Where's the video? I don't know. Actually, I know exactly where it is. It's on my laptop, which is over there. It's on an external hard drive, and I've partially edited it. But I just haven't gotten it done. And up until a couple days ago, I was getting very frustrated with myself that I hadn't finished it. We went skiing this weekend up at Mount Hood Meadows, and we were staying in a cabin with a group of friends up there so we could be there for all the powder, even though Saturday was total bust. Long story. But basically it was just way too windy and all the snow got blown off the mountain, and they shut down the lifts at noon. It was great. Entertaining. Good story, at least, that I'm not fully telling you right now because I am getting distracted. I'm getting on many tangents. What's new? New Year's resolution: stop going on so many tangents. No, then I wouldn't be myself. Also, don't make resolutions to not be yourself. So we were planning this whole ski weekend, but for me, I kept telling myself, why are you going skiing this weekend? You should be staying home and relaxing, aka maybe get some more sleep, but also edit that video from New Year's Day. I kept thinking it was going to go up like last Wednesday, last Thursday, last Friday. But instead, there were other things that I wanted to be doing, or more so that I could tell my body needed to be doing. So as I said, I've been trying to get 8 hours of sleep every night this month, and then hopefully that will be something I continue. So far, I've gotten at least 8 hours of sleep every night except for Friday night, when we drove up to Mount Hood and then got up early to go skiing. But I've been doing a good job at putting that as my number one priority in my day, is getting 8 hours of sleep. So therefore, editing the video is not first priority at all. I also went to a dance class the other day, and I kept telling myself, should I go to dance class, which I haven't gone to in a few weeks, and I really love doing it, or should I stay home and edit a video? And I decided, you know what? Do what will make you feel good in your brain and your body. Go get a workout, listen to some fun music, have a great time, forget about anything stressful in life for an hour, because to me, that is what dance class is. Maybe to you, it's going on a run, which sometimes it is for me too. It might be going skiing, which obviously for me it is too, but that takes a lot longer than a single dance class. And so I kind of just had to tell myself, you can't do everything all at the same time. Also, I have not until today, because I have prepared all the ingredients, they're over in my fridge. I have not brought my lunch to work one day in 2020 yet. Have I been saying 2019 this whole time? Did I say what year it is? Hopefully not. It is 2020. I'm aware of that. But I've not brought my lunch to work for the entire week and a half that I've been back at work since New Year's. And I've been getting mad at myself for that internally and a little bit externally. I keep telling Tucker, like, oh my God, I just spent $14 on a sandwich today. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm getting mad at myself. And he is reminding me, thank you, Tucker, who's my boyfriend if you are new here, that it's okay. You can't do everything all at once. You can't say, I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep and then get up and make lunch and then go to yoga and then edit a video. There's only so much time in the day. Also a couple nights ago, when the night that I went to dance class, I was supposed to be doing all the laundry that night. Luckily, Tucker and I we negotiated. He would do the laundry if I would then fold it all when I got home, which I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fold the laundry when I get home, and I'm gonna finish editing that video. I finished folding laundry at 1 o'clock in the morning, which then meant had to get 8 hours of sleep, woke up at 9, had to get ready for work. Boom, there we go. The hours, there really is a limited number of hours in the day, and it's okay if you can't do everything, and that is true at any time of year, but especially when it's New Year's resolution time, where you're putting extra pressure on yourself, or at least that's what I do, to just do everything. And I want to do everything, and for me, I feel better at the end of the day when I've done something. I mean, you always do something, whether that's just like sleeping all day or relaxing all day or editing videos all day, going to work and making your lunch and whatever. Let's see. You guys leaving any comments here? Anybody? Because I don't know why it's not. Oh, yeah. I was going to say it's not updating. Oh, there we go. All of a sudden it just updated like 25 comments at the same time. Gabriella says, I'm the best. Love you. I love you, Gabriella. Tristan says, what is the weather like here? Currently just very cloudy. Yesterday it was sunny, but I did not leave my house all day. It was sunny, and that is fine with me. It's okay. Anthony just commented and said, happy Mexican Monday, having tacos while watching. What time is it where you are, Anthony? And also, can you send me some tacos, please? Jacob says, what in the bachelor's degree of communication is going on here? What? I do have a bachelor's degree. How did you know, Jacob? Gabrielle also says she loves to ski. Jacob says, am I going to tell you about a free browser extension called Honey? No, this is not. I'm so sorry. This is not sponsored by anybody. Maybe it could be someday. However, I did actually use that browser extension, Honey, the other day and got like $20 off. I'm trying to build a website with Squarespace. Also not sponsored by Squarespace. Also would be nice someday. But I did use a code from Honey on my Squarespace. And not sponsored though, guys. Really not sponsored. Okay, here's why it's not on New Year's resolutions. Here's the thing. No one sticks with their New Year's resolutions. No one cares about it for the whole year. They just care about it for like a month, and then they forget about it for the rest of the year. And that is exactly why I am making this video and talking about this, and why I keep hearing so many people. I've been meditating and using the Calm app for meditation. Also not sponsored. Also would be cool. Calm Me. Um, but a lot of the meditations the first week of January were very tailored to talking about New Year's resolutions and resolutions versus intentions, and talking about how we just need to be realistic and not make ourselves do everything all at once and think that we can do everything all at once, because you can't. So here's what I did yesterday, because like I was saying a minute ago, I do know that I feel better that when I have accomplished something for the day. So here's what I did yesterday when all I wanted to do, well, I wanted to be productive, but I really just wanted to sleep all day, because we were skiing all day Saturday. We actually went out skiing Saturday morning. They shut down the lifts at Mount Hood Meadows at noon because it was so windy, 85 miles per hour gusts of wind, aka it was miserable, but a good adventure. So we went back to the house that we were staying in up near Mount Hood, and we actually decided at 8 o'clock that night to go out night skiing at Ski Bowl and like redeem our ski day. So we went night skiing. It was awesome. We went till they closed at 11 o'clock, and then Tucker and I decided to hit the road and drive back to Portland. So by the time, instead of waiting till Sunday morning to do that, so we drive back to Portland. By the time we're here, it was 1:30 in the morning. By the time we'd unpacked the car, it was almost 2 in the morning. By the time we were in bed, it was 2:30 in the morning. So we decided we were not going to set any alarms to get up on Sunday, even though we really wanted to go to a 10 a.m. yoga class. We decided if we wake up before 10 a.m., naturally, cool, great. If we don't, yoga was not meant to be done today. So my alarm went off at 10:30. Like you guys just heard it there, or 10:15, whatever time it went off. Why? I don't know. I forgot that I had it set. So it was just an automatic thing like it was today. Clearly I was already awake when went off. So the alarm goes off, and I was like, no, ignore it. I'm so sorry. We weren't supposed to be awake yet. Ah! So we tried to go back to sleep. Tucker could not fall back asleep. I, however, passed out almost immediately. So Tucker got up and started doing things. He was like putting away some laundry and organizing and watching The Mandalorian. I did not wake up until 1:30 in the afternoon. Then by that point, I wanted to eat some food. I sat and watched the finale of The Mandalorian with Tucker, which was the only episode of that I watched. It was good. Baby Yoda, that we're not supposed to call Baby Yoda, was very cute, but very, very cute. And like somebody died, and it was sad, even though I just started watching, but I still like felt this connection to the characters, which was great. Good job, Mandalorian people. But where was I going with this? This is weird to just talk to myself, but also talk to you guys, because I just lose my train of thought and no one's here to remind me what I was talking about. So we watched The Mandalorian. Then we watched an episode of The Circle on Netflix because, oh my god, I'm addicted. And then it was time to watch the Seahawks game. And I was still thinking, okay, when the Seahawks game starts, let's like, maybe I'll put away my laundry while watching the game in the background. That didn't happen. Okay, maybe I will do a yoga class online while we watch the Seahawks game. That'll be like multitasking. I'll feel great. That also did not happen. What happened instead is I made dinner while we watched the Seahawks game. I just enjoyed the Seahawks game, did some live tweeting, live trash talking, which didn't turn out very well for the Seahawks during the Seahawks game. And then in the last quarter of the game, when it started getting extra stressful, I decided to repot some plants. This guy right there, it's called a dumb cane. Repotted that guy, which I had been meaning to do for months, and also this guy, which is called a corn cane. And we got you the same day as we got you, and I had not like actually potted them into the pots that we bought for them. Partially because I was gonna like paint this one. You can't see it right now. Actually, why don't I just show you? I could just show you. That's the nice thing about having this phone not on a tripod. So okay, see how he's like in a terracotta pot? Beautiful, lovely terracotta. But I wanted to paint that terracotta pot. No. Almost hit a button. Almost turned off my phone. I wanted to paint that terracotta pot, and so I kept delaying and procrastinating. Like, oh, I can't repot that into that pot yet because I need to paint that, blah, 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 blah. And I never did that. So finally, during the Seahawks game, I decided, since for me, if I'm feeling anxious, like the game was making me feel, and my unproductive day of sleeping was making me feel, unproductive. That's air quotes if you're listening to this and not looking at it. But for me, if I'm feeling anxious, getting my hands dirty, like actually getting them physically dirty with some soil and a plant, potting a plant, that makes me feel good. Just doing something with my hands to keep me busy and have something else to focus on. I decided to just repot those two plants during, look, there they are around my head. During the Seahawks game. I put out some paper on the floor. I made a total mess, which you can see on my Instagram story or on my Twitter, which are Cassidy Quinn on Twitter or Cassidy Quinn TV on Instagram. And I just repotted those plants while watching the Seahawks game, and therefore I had just a little baby thing to make me feel very accomplished. And then the rest of the day, I was like, you know what? That's cool. Got those plants potted, gave them some new life, and we're good. And then the Seahawks lost, and we weren't so good. That game was very frustrating. It was a good game, though. If you guys missed that game and you like football, then you missed out. Okay, who else is saying some things? Gabriella says the Chiefs won. Oh, yay. Looks like they're going to the Super Bowl. Chiefs at Packers. That could be interesting. Anthony now says it was taco time. Now it is ice cream time. Scott says the game could have been better for your mental health. Yes, exactly. And sometimes football is not great for your mental health. The last time, do you remember a few years ago, was it like 2015 or something, that the Seahawks played the Packers in the NFC Championship? I think it went into overtime. I don't remember exactly what happened in that game because I do not want to relive every painful moment. But then we won. The Seahawks won. It was great in the end. But that game, I swear to you, it took years off of my life. So here I am, while I'm 30, taking some time from my brain, repotting some plants. Oh, Gabriella just asked, why do I have a mic in the background? Can I do an ASMR? Please answer. There's a microphone. It's currently broken, actually. It's just sitting there because I was going to use it for something a couple weeks ago, then realized that the input on it, like where you're supposed to plug in the cord, the metal part has like fallen inside the microphone. So I'm not sure. If anyone knows where I can get that fixed or how to fix that, I haven't Googled it yet. Please let me know. This is a perfectly good microphone. What I've used it for in the past is recording song parodies. So if you've seen a song parody here on this channel, this is what I use to record it. It's a lovely microphone. Could I do ASMR? I guess so. I've never attempted it, but we could try. So I guess now, can we just like do a little check-in? How are you guys feeling? How are your brains feeling? Did you do something fun this weekend? What are your New Year's resolutions? And how are they going? Lane says, hey Cassidy, I don't want to go to work, but if I don't, nobody gets paid. Yep, that's how I feel. I'm going to work today, just a little bit after we get off of here. I'm gonna put my lunch together. I'm gonna take a shower, because I maybe didn't shower before we hung out. I'm not sorry about it at all. Oh, Lane does payroll, so you literally, people actually would not get paid. Thank you, Lane, for going to work, from all of us who receive paychecks. Not from you, but, you know, thank you in spirit. Wyatt says I'm sick, which sucks. No, my nose is stuffed up today, and I'm hoping that doesn't mean I'm sick, because, guys, like I said, I've gotten 8 hours of sleep every night in the month of January 2020. In this decade, I've gotten every 8 hours of sleep every night of this decade, except for Friday night when we drove to Mount Hood, got there at 11 o'clock at night, went to bed at 1, woke up at 6 to go skiing. So I got 5 hours of sleep, which came to bite me in the freaking butt yesterday because I slept till 1:30 in the afternoon. And then I didn't tell you guys how yesterday ended after I potted those plans and was sad about the Seahawks losing. We started watching Aladdin, the newer Disney version, the live action remake of Aladdin, because I haven't seen it yet, and it's finally on Disney Plus. And we started watching that, and I was all excited, and I thought I was awake, and I was even thinking, it's 8 o'clock after this movie, I'm gonna do some more productive things. Famous last words. Instead, I fell asleep like a half hour in the movie, then I woke up, then I fell asleep after another half hour, then I woke up, then I fell asleep again, and then I woke up at the very ending when like everything comes together, happy, it's beautiful, they sing a song, it's wonderful. And then Tucker and I fell asleep on the couch until 4 o'clock this morning. If anyone has advice as to how to not fall asleep on the couch or how to get yourself off of the couch when you realize you've fallen asleep on the couch because I was asleep, oh no! Oh my god, jeez. Sorry, I'm sorry. My phone fell on the lock button. Anyway, I was on that corner of the couch, big sectional, and I was on that corner of the couch and I was asleep, and I kept waking up and being like, I'm kind of uncomfortable, so I'd move a little bit, then I'd fall asleep again for like an hour, and then I'd wake up like, still on the couch. And the light was on. The lights were on, guys. And I still slept on the couch until 4 o'clock in the morning, then moved into the bed, and then still never wanted to get up. Like, I was asleep until 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday, and then about like 9:30 was asleep for the whole rest of the night until this morning at 8:30. And that is a lot of sleep. How can a human need that much sleep? Whew. Also, I need to drink more, but there's not. So also drinking more water, that's a good thing. And I know that can, if you're dehydrated, it can make you extra tired. So I'm working. Again, you can't do everything all at once. Jacob says he likes my outfit today. Thank you. Loving the tie-dye. This also, I feel like on a Monday morning when we record these Mental Mondays or when we do these live Mental Mondays, I just want to like wear something that's comfy and makes me happy. Like this tie-dye Grace Helbig, I don't know shirt because, I don't know. And wearing a beanie always makes me happy. I wish I could wear them at work all the time. Gabriella says, Lane's going to the Blazers game tonight? That'll be fun. Go Blazers. Gabriella says, I do therapy, but I do not need it. How do I get out of it? Please advise. Thank you. What does that mean? Exactly, Gabriella. I'm sorry if someone's forcing you to go to therapy. Can they even do that? How is that even like physically, legally, mentally possible? For me, I have learned that therapy is good for everybody. Like when you say I don't need therapy, we used to all think, or most people used to always think, like therapy is only for people who have huge problems, right? And that's for me why I never thought about going to therapy until I was 30 years old, because it seemed like, I'm not like that bad. I don't need therapy. Oh my gosh. Because you hear like people joke all the time, oh my gosh, my parents were so crazy, I'm gonna be in therapy forever. Like it's your parents' fault that something can happen to you in life. There's something to talk about in therapy for everyone. And so far I've only tried online therapy. I'm doing BetterHelp, which if you guys want to join therapy, you can go to betterhelp.com/Cassidy Quinn, and then you can get a lovely discount on trying BetterHelp. So far I've only tried the online therapy. I haven't tried the in-person therapy, which I definitely will at some point. Let's see. Lane says, any advice on how to deal with my half-hour commute from Aloha to Northeast Portland? LOL. Listen to podcasts. Listen to something. You could listen to this. I mean, obviously you're listening to this Mental Monday right now, but you could just like play it as audio in the background if you miss next Monday or if you miss last Monday, or listen to some other podcasts. Like I said, Beyond Well with Sheila Hamilton. I mentioned that earlier. Oprah's Super Soul Sunday podcast. Guys, I don't know what took me so long to listen to those dang podcasts, but I just started a couple months ago, and they are so good. I'm back in time. I'm in 2017 because that's when she started releasing them as podcasts, but they're so good. So good. Listened to one with Amy Schumer the other day, which was surprising and wonderful, and I loved it. Anthony says if I slept that long, I would wake up super hungry. Yes, and luckily, don't you love when your past self is looking out for your future self or your current self, and like makes food or something? Because I had a Mulberry bowl for breakfast at 2 p.m. yesterday, but I only ate half of it because I wasn't super hungry, and then I woke up again this morning and had half of it left. It was a lovely surprise. I ate it right before I recorded this, and look how much energy it's given me. I haven't even drank my coffee yet. Let's see. Introverted Lens says, are you going to Tokyo to cover the Summer Olympics for KGW? Unfortunately, I am not. This is the first time that I've actually like said that on the internet, I think. Unfortunately, they are sending someone else from KGW this year, but that's okay. I've gone to 3 Olympics, and I'm hoping that will not be the last Olympics I go to. I worked at the London Olympics. I worked at the Vancouver 2010 Olympics. I worked at the oh yeah, the ones I actually got paid for, the Pyeongchang 2018 Winter Olympics, which I went to for NBC and KGW. So, if you know anyone, if anyone's watching this who like knows someone who wants to send some content creators to the Olympics, please tell them to call me / tweet me / email me, because I would love to go back. I have been to Tokyo only once in my life, and I really, really want to go back, and I would love to be there for the Olympics. Unfortunately, sometimes bosses make decisions that aren't your favorite. And sometimes they're like made by the corporate people that are just out of your control, and that is fine. It's fine. Speaking of mental health, woohoo! Okay, but thank you, Scott, for saying my Olympic coverage was the best. I really, really, really appreciate that so much. If you want to, like, email my bosses and tell them that, too. Sometimes a lot of things just change at a workplace, and there's, like, new people, and so they send different people, and that's okay. Giving everybody, chance is great. I can't just be selfish and assume that I get to go to all the Olympics, because, again, oh, God! That's how I really feel about it. Again, if you missed the beginning of this, when I explained that eventually I will get from an actual camera, someday it won't just fall down. I'm currently, would you like to see what I'm balancing my phone on right now? This is a big speaker. It's Tucker's big like amplifier speaker thing. He refers to it as Megatron, and these pictures behind me, I will have to, okay, because someone keeps asking. Jacob keeps asking about these beautiful pictures behind me. Not my beautiful snowboard, but the pictures. And I will have to have Tucker explain them to you in a future video, because they're one of his favorite artists. They're just some prints that his wonderful mother, Cindy, my mom's name's Cindy, mom's name is Cindy. It's great. And she got them framed and helped us hang them on the wall. And don't they look beautiful? Thank you for complimenting them. I will tell Tucker you said so. Yes, I do need a mini tripod for my phone, but I just don't normally like do a lot of videoing on my phone. I always have a vlog camera for that, so therefore I haven't bought one of those selfie sticks or selfie tripods or whatever that work for a phone. I normally do it on an actual camera. But that's okay. You guys were mentioning ASMR earlier. Do you hear the lovely ASMR out the window of someone like weed whacking, leaf blowing? It's a lovely sound. Speaking of things that are great for our mental health. But to wrap this up, I guess, because it is Monday, we've talked for a half an hour. Apparently, I can't breathe through my nose anymore. Which one of you said you were sick? Did you get me sick through here? But on a final note, just to say that whatever your New Year's resolutions are that you have set for yourself this year, this decade, be reasonable. Also, dream big. Like, set the biggest goals for yourself. Want to do those. Figure out what you need to do to work towards those. But at the same time, don't put so much pressure on yourself that you get angry at yourself, that you get frustrated, that it is bad for your brain. Because at the end of the day, your brain is what you have. That is what will be with you forever until it's not, and then that's really bad. So you gotta treat it right. You gotta treat your brain right. You gotta treat your body right. And really, these resolutions are to be better than what you were before, right? Like for me, okay, make more YouTube videos, because last year I kind of was failing at that and not being super consistent. Okay, get more sleep, because last year I was really bad at that. And so whatever you are doing, that's as long as it's a little bit better than before, you are achieving your resolution. You are succeeding. You are following through with your intention to be better. Right? And that's all we can hope for. That's all we can ask ourselves, is to be just a little bit better than the day before, a little bit better than the week before, a little bit better than the entire decade before. This is the beginning of the decade. So think about at the end of 2029, like New Year's Day 2030, how much better you will be than today, how much more you will have accomplished, how many things you will have achieved. You won't even remember your New Year's resolutions from January 2020 at all. You'll be like, remember when I was so stressed out because I didn't get that one night of sleep? Yeah, you're fine. It's 2030 and you're good now. But let me wrap up your comments before we finish here. Mr. Jeff says, I love your plant pets. Thank you so much. This guy I didn't mention because I didn't repot him yesterday, but it was a little pilea. And guys, someday, would you guys like to see more plant content? Because I would love to make a plant video. Do you guys watch Nikki Limo's vlog? She did a plant tour that I just watched this morning, and it made me so happy. But look, these little plants, pilea, they make little, they call them pups. They like have a baby in the freaking plant pot. Look it, they made 2 new little babies and all these little baby leaves that are popping up, but 2 new little plant babies that hypothetically at some point I can take out of this pot and put them into a new pot and just have more of these. So maybe in 2030, when I'm still doing these Mental Monday live streams, I'll be like, guys, look at my 25 pileas. Oh my gosh. Lane is going to Spokane for vacation at the end of the month. Gabriella says, can I post a get ready with me or makeup? That could be funny. Gabriella says, one side of your hair is longer than the other. Is it the same with my hair? One of my sides is like flippy and one's not, because I just woke up, threw some dry shampoo in my hair, put on this hat. And on that note, I will see you guys hopefully in a few days with my vlog from skiing, the epic January 1st, 2020, first day of the decade, best ski day of the decade by far, so far, foot of fresh powder in McCall, Idaho at Brundage. Hopefully that will be up in the next couple days. And then I will see you again for Mental Monday next Monday, 10 a.m. Portland time, Pacific time, right here on my YouTube channel. And let me know if you have any ideas for topics you want to talk about in the future. I just figured New Year's resolutions / intentions were great for this time of year. But maybe we'll talk about like self-consciousness and what else? Basically whatever I'm thinking about in my brain and whatever you might be thinking about in yours. So have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.